Hey, what's up everybody? This is Todd Bowen from sittingposture.com. Welcome to today's video, how to fix poor computer posture. The three worst injuries I had from sitting at a computer were number one, internal shoulder rotation from using a mouse and a keyboard, spinal disc degeneration from slouching forward, and knee and ankle dysfunction from not resting my feet flat on the floor. Let's look at the picture here as a good example. You can tell he's got his eye level around the middle of the screen. That's a mistake, common postural mistake. He's got that slouch, he's slouching forward, which causes that spinal disc degeneration. He's got his elbow below the desk level. He needs to raise his chair up so that elbow goes above the desk level. And you can't really tell here, but his feet aren't truly flat on the floor. You can tell by the way his lower leg is pulled back at an angle, pulling his feet slightly underneath his body. In order to do that, he has to contract his hamstrings. And I, speaking from experience, did this for many years. I would contract my hamstrings and pull my feet underneath my chair. And what that did was 8 hours a day. For long periods of time, I had my hamstrings contracted, and that caused a lot of muscle confusion and dysfunction throughout my leg, in the ankle joint and the knee joint, as well as all the muscles in my leg. So the three main variables I follow to have good computer posture, there's many variables I follow, but the three main variables are eye level with the top of the monitor screen, elbow height slightly above desk level, and feet flat on the floor or a footrest. So looking at a corrected picture here, same guy, he's got his eye level at the top of the monitor screen, which when he does that, he naturally straightens his spine up into a more neutral position, which also doesn't compress his chest and his internal rotation of his shoulders as much. His elbow is above the desk level. What that does is relaxes that bicep a lot. When that elbow is below the desk level, you have to contract that bicep in order to lift your hands onto the mouse and keyboard onto the desk. So just like with the hamstrings and the feet being contracted for 8 hours a day for long periods of time, when that bicep is contracted for 8 hours a day in order to lift those hands onto the mouse and the keyboard, that causes terrible confusion throughout the arm, throughout the shoulder. The biceps are connected to the shoulder bone through two tendons right there, and that's usually where you feel the pain. Anyway, to avoid that, keep the elbow above desk level there. You can tell his feet are at a better angle. His hamstrings are not contracted in this position, and his knees are not overextended. They're in a much more neutral, balanced position, and his feet are flat on a footrest. The reason he's using a footrest is because he had to raise his chair up because of his desk height, to get his elbows above the desk height to get him on the keyboard and the mouse. And that's why he uses a footrest, so he can keep his feet flat on that. His feet are probably up in the air a little bit because he had to raise his chair so much. Some of us don't need a footrest, some of us do. It just depends on if you raise your chair to the correct height to get your elbows above the desk and your eye level at the top of the monitor screen. We may or may not need a footrest. So those are the three main variables that I follow. Just to go through them again real quick: eye level with the top of the monitor screen, elbow height slightly above desk level, and feet flat on the floor or a footrest. These three have decreased the confusion of my muscles and joint dysfunction that took me many years to build up to. So that's it for today's video, how to fix poor computer posture. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, congratulations. You're taking a big step forward in improving the quality of your life, and that's something to be proud of. If you want, you can sign up for free email updates. They're always free, and I don't spam. I only send one email out a week on Fridays. What I'll put in that email is the link to the article that I wrote for my website that week, as well as the 2 links to the YouTube videos that I posted to my channel that week. So if you want that email, go to sittingposture.com/newsletter, and you can sign up there. And of course, you can always like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see my videos in your YouTube feed more often. That's it for today's video, how to fix poor computer posture. This is Todd Bowen from sittingposture.com. Take care.